What's going on, all 63,000 of you legends? Welcome back to Shaun Jones commentary. 86% of yous aren't subscribed, and I see yous in the comments saying that you've been watching my videos and you've only just realised you wasn't subscribed. So if you're one of those people, make sure you subscribe and turn on the notifications because we upload every single day. A couple days ago, we covered the Bradley Martyn and Sneako fight. Then yesterday, we covered the fact that Sneako was smoking in Bradley's gym, and Bradley was kind of justified in being angry at Sneako because of that. And we also had a bunch of people in the comments who were complaining because I said cigarette smoke is worse than weed smoke. So we had all the scientists talk about how weed actually dissipates faster than ciggies. Look, I don't care about all that. I was just saying that you think that Bradley would have a blanket rule for zero smoking in his gym, but whatever. Now, since Sneako has had that Bradley Martyn fight, he's been training a bit more. You can see that the lad clearly wants to get better at boxing, and I'm all for that. You guys know I talk about hitting the gym and training some form of martial art, and Sneako was doing just that. And a couple of days ago, he was sparring with Bryce Hall. Now, if you don't know Bryce Hall, he's another influencer or creator, whatever you want to call them. I think he started on TikTok, then made his way over to YouTube. He actually got a lot of hate originally because he was talking a big game. Then when he actually had his first fight, he got destroyed.
I'm gonna knock out Austin because I'm an actual fighter. I've been in probably over 40 street fights. I do not get scared, especially when it's a family man who is 30 years old, out of shape, and has a dad bod. Exact opposite. Oh, wow! I'm not a boxer. I'm not a fighter. I've never claimed to be a fighter.
But then he went away behind the scenes, kept training, was super consistent, got good, and then done a bare knuckle fight, which he actually won, and he done pretty decent in it, to be fair. So you've got to respect the lad for it. So yeah, a couple of days ago, these two had a little bit of a sparring session. We just want to watch this and see if Sneako's learned anything from the Bradley Martyn fight.
Bryce is 1-0 bare knuckles, so this is scary. I am scared. Oh, nice, Bryce.
Yeah, nice body shot.
Put your hands up, Bryce. Sneako has said, fuck the shirt. We're going naked.
Nice check up by Bryce. One thing that I've noticed Sneako does a little bit is his punches are quite short. He's got long arms. Is he about 6'1"? Maybe, yeah, about 6'1", 6 foot, something like that. He doesn't really use his reach to his own advantage. He pulls his punches a bit short. That's probably due to him worrying about being hit. He just needs to extend a little bit more with those punches.
All right.
Who's getting the first hit?
They're just light sparring. See, what a friendly spar.
Yeah, this is what it's supposed to be like.
Exactly. You paying attention, Bradley? This is what it's supposed to be like. Just gentle taps, just having a play. That's how you learn.
Until one of them gets one hard hit.
No, Bryce is good.
I'm joking, yeah.
Ooh, send that.
Sneako has a mouth guard in to avoid any more chipped teeth.
Oh, he's trying to fake him.
Oh.
Hit him with the look away.
That was crazy.
The Yo Romero.
Bryce is going for the body shots.
Go! Sneako's gonna sneak in.
Come on.
That's yeah.
Sneaky Sneako.
Just needs to go round.
Hit him in the balls!
You see what I mean there, just off that 1-2. I know it's only a couple punches, but he's not fully extending through his punches. But that's just inexperience. That will go with time. He hasn't really had anyone formally train him how to box. Not that I'm aware of anyway. He might have had a couple lessons, but you get good from years and years and tens of thousands of reps of practice.
Harry. Come on,
Bryce looks good as well.
B-Hall does not keep his hands up.
Yeah. That's fine.
I think it should be 2 minutes.
Should almost be there. My video's at 2:03.
There we go. Round one is over. Who do you guys think won?
Well, when talking about sparring, you don't really say who won, But if you want to talk in that manner, then obviously Bryce Hall won. He actually landed some pretty solid body shots. And if you want to go hard when you're sparring, a general rule of thumb is you go 80% to the body, or you can even go 100% to the body in some gyms, and then you go like 50% to the head. So that way you're not losing brain cells, you're not getting any concussions, and you're not just wasting yourself in sparring. You save your brain that way, but it still emulates high intensity sparring because you're going 80 to 100% to the body still. But yeah, from what I can see, Sneako doesn't seem to be extending his punches properly. There was a good minute of that video footage. You couldn't really see anything because of the exposure on the camera.
Listen, man, you're good.
Try to knock him out?
Take it around. You know, I think he's fucking with you. I think he's.
Bryce, come here. What are your thoughts? Come on.
I know more than you. Throw the fucking jab.
I expected better.
Just throw the jab.
Go harder. Harder.
I'm not gonna go harder. It's a spar.
I know, Bryce was going literally 10%, like the TikTok dances. You know, when you give it 10%, we need 80. We need 80.
You want 80%?
I want 70. You got to defend my honor. Tell him.
80%. Nah, like Bryce would actually destroy Sneako. But yeah, what they were saying then about Sneako is use your jab more. Use the length that you are naturally blessed with. That doesn't sound right. Use that jab to keep Bryce at range. He has the height and reach advantage over Bryce.
Yeah. Roll your shoulders like the other one.
You're good.
This one.
Okay, how do you think round 2 is going to go? In your favor or not?
I'm surprised my cardio's not like out of my ass yet.
No. You have good stamina. Don't make it weird. Alrighty, boys, we're going in for round 2. We got Sneako versus B Hall. All right, start. 2 minutes. Bryce, throw in some TikTok dances.
See, he's focusing on the jab a little bit more now. Oh yeah, that was nice. Nice little 1-2 by Sneako there. Actually touched Bryce. And he actually got extension on his punches too. Watch. Not bad.
Okay. It's getting spicy. Sneako is going harder than the first round. That is for sure.
Great commentary.
He is throwing those punches harder. Oh, there we go.
Nice, not bad.
Neon.
This is the worst corner of all time, bro.
Sneako could also pull his guard a little bit tighter into his chin. He hangs down a little bit. And I know Bryce is doing the same, but Bryce is a little bit more experienced. So the girl said before about Bryce having his hands down. It's completely fine to fight with your hands down as long as you've got good reflexes and good head movement. Now, when we're talking about kickboxing or MMA, it's a different ball game because it's very easy. If you overuse your head movements, you can lean into a kick, kind of like Kamaru Usman versus Leon Edwards. 1-2, and as they slip off the 2, you can throw the high kick. Yeah, but you just hold your gloves here so you're looking over your gloves. That way, if someone punches you, your hands are here to parry and they're also right there to cover up, and you can see through the center then.
Good to the body.
That was good. Oh.
Nice little combination.
Bryce is quick.
Sneako.
Bryce knows how to move. Look at him. Oh.
There you go.
Flying around.
Nice right hook from Bryce.
Bryce's? Yeah.
He's dancing. He's actually like a good dance. Which sucks to say. Oh yeah.
Oh.
He's dancing.
What does he do?
You can see what Bryce is doing. He's catching his punches with the right hand and then throwing that hand over it, or catching with the right and then throwing the left hook. Good defense from Bryce right there. He looks really good compared to what we did a couple of years ago. Obviously, he's put that work in. And you can see with Sneako, he's got a bit of technique there. He's got a bit of movement. He's okay, obviously, when he's fighting someone a similar size to himself. He had a bit of a sparring session with Jake Paul a couple of weeks ago, and he looked fairly okay on that as well. But that can obviously give you that false confidence when coming up against bigger opponents. As soon as Bradley Martyn hit him with his 30% shot, more like 70%, Sneako was taken back by it. Whereas any of you boys who do martial arts out there, you know what it's like if you're on the smaller side, or even if you're just an average height and you're training with a bunch of lads who are 6 foot, 6'2", 6'4", you're always the smaller person, so you get used to fighting those bigger bodies.
Doing?
Dancing.
That's what he's good at. Oh.
See there, he's checked. See Bryce do that? He was catching, then throwing the check hook, catch, hook, catch, hook.
The face he makes when he gets punched is so funny, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna knock you out. Give him another body shot.
Nice double jab.
Oh my god.
Over the top.
Oh.
You see, Bryce, this is what someone who's trained for a while is good at doing. They can actually control their intensity without compromising the speed. So Bryce is actually throwing quite fast shots, but without putting loads of pop and power on it. If any of these shots catch Sneako clean, they're not going to knock him out. They might just like stun him a little bit because of the speed of them, but there's no actual power on the end of it, which means he's got good emotional control. You can see he's relaxed in there, he's fluid in there.
All right, I'm getting bored.
And then body jabs are good. Oh, shut up. Who's that behind the camera?
I don't know what else to say.
Just shut up, how about that?
Aw, Bryce is just trying to hug him. Bryce ducks all of the hits. Come on, Sneako. Okay.
Nice right.
Get angry. Find the dog.
Okay, not bad.
Find the dog in you.
Oh, was it Sarah? Sorry, Safari. She's the one who's commentating. Well, okay, sorry. You look good in this video, so I'm not going to complain too much. But listen, know your place. Stick to your fitness. Leave the commentating to the men, okay? Sneako done a bit better then. He settled into it. He was using his jab more. He actually landed quite a few 1-2s on Bryce. And Bryce has got pretty decent head movement and good defense. If there's anything Sneako can work on in the next round, I haven't really seen him throw any body shots yet. He might have thrown 1 or 2, but I can't remember. But it seems like he's mainly focusing on the head. He's head hunting a little bit, and this just boils down to experience. Experienced fighters and people who've trained for years understand that you need to put that investment into the body. So it'd be good, now that he's throwing the jab more and he's got his 1-2 down a little bit better, if we can see a few body shots from Sneako. A few body jabs, maybe a little body hook in there.
You suck, Ryan.
Dude, I have to shake his hands.
You do.
Like, keep it in his eyes.
My hands have always been like that.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What's next? Neon and knife?
Yeah. Fuck no.
Come on, I'll go soft.
Maybe. I'll see.
I'll go light. I'll go however hard you go.
Alright.
I've only boxed twice.
Who?
No, like I'm saying I've only practiced twice ever.
Well, I've never boxed before.
You did earlier. You were good. That's what I...
Sarah looks fit.
All right. Third round has started. Touch gloves. There you go.
Okay, Sneako, bit more body work.
Oh, even harder this round.
Keep up the jab.
Oh, Bryce.
Oh, nice head movement.
Oh, Bryce is good.
No, he's actually
Bryce is so good.
The last camp, like, he actually fighted.
Oh, that's quick. Slingshot.
Come on, Bryce. More power.
Just a good body and start to let up a little.
It is. Sneako. Oh.
Ooh.
Sneako's good
Watching
too.
Bryce too much there. Need to focus on Sneako. So keep that guard
Yeah,
tight,
that shit's
Sneako.
done.
They can hear everything you're
Use
saying.
that jab. There you go.
Yep.
Caught him
So
on the
stream.
way in then. That's it. Just got a little bit hesitant then. Sometimes when your opponent is doing a lot, so if they're moving out the way, they're evading, they're throwing little tricky things at you, it can almost put you in a bit of a daze. You're almost mesmerized by their movements. It's kind of like the Israel Adesanya effect. People get mesmerized by him and then just freeze up and then don't do anything. Sneako was kind of doing that for a little 20 seconds there, where he wasn't throwing anything. It's a funny feeling. Those who spar understand it. You'd almost go into autopilot for a moment and then you snap yourself out of it like, what am I doing? I'm not even throwing anything here. I'm just standing here getting punched. Oh yeah, there you go, little body one, nice. He listens.
Oh, overhand right.
Nice
Okay.
overhand,
Oh.
yeah.
That was just thing, Ryan.
Needs to turn.
I know.
Needs to turn into his right hand a little bit more. I've noticed that a few times, is when he throws his right hand, it'll just kind of be like an arm punch. There's no rotational aspect with his hips.
I think Bryce has gotten a little tired. Sneako's coming in hot. Sneako's Latin surgeons are very nice.
Wee! Oh my god.
He could have a very nice back. I can admire a good aesthetic.
The commentary by Sarah there.
Oh,
Okay, who was that? Was that Sneako? Oh, do you know what? Let me just watch that again. Was it Sneako left hook then?
oh.
Oh no, I think it caught the glove.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Jab.
I just already got one.
Both got it. But just don't chip any teeth.
Oh. Come on.
He's just catching the jab and then throwing his own.
Oh, fourth one.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's it. Stay on it, Sneako.
Bryce, put your hands up, motherfucker. Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, you won.
He's feeling himself.
Well done, Sneako. I'd say that third round was probably his best round. He was using his jab more. He landed the right cross a few times, even threw a couple of free punch combinations at the end. Bit of body work. The things he definitely needs to work on is getting his head off the centre line, so a little bit of lateral head movement. He's a little bit squared on at the moment, so even when he's throwing his jab, there's no movement laterally. It's all just bump, bump, and he's not really turning his shoulders and his hips on that cross. And as I said in the first round, not getting full extension on his punches. But all in all, not too bad by Sneako. It was very difficult to judge what his technique was like when he had that little sparring session with Bradley, because it was just more like a beatdown and Sneako couldn't really settle into the fight. As I say, you're almost lured into a false sense of security. If you've never fought anyone who's big before, then you go straight into a sparring session and you think, oh, he's going to be slow, but then they pop you. Even if it is only 30, 50, 70%, with that much mass behind the punches, it can take you by surprise a little bit. But based on this footage and the footage with Jake Paul, you can gauge that Sneako's got a little bit of potential. He's definitely got the frame for it because he's quite tall, he's got long limbs, and if he put that training in and actually learned how to box and how to fight, he could actually be quite good. And maybe by the time he's good and I'm no longer sick and I've got 200,000 subscribers, we can do a Misfits boxing match together. That'll be good. What do you boys think of this? Comment down below. How do you think Sneako looked here in comparison to how he did a few days ago against Bradley Martyn? Also, I was talking about it a few weeks ago. I'm going to be getting my Discord up and running soon because you guys are sending me a lot of clips on Instagram DMs and my inbox is flooded right now. So I think if we had a Discord where everyone can contribute content ideas for the channel, then it just makes things a lot easier. Okay, like this video for me. Appreciate you all, and make sure you subscribe with the notifications on if you're not already. See you all tomorrow.